What's going on, Facebook? Happy freaking Monday. We're pulling up Instagram now. We're going to pin this comment. Today we're going to be talking about the lonely road when chasing your dreams, chasing your goals. And we're going to be talking about how many people despise and, you'll notice a lot of friends and even some family members are going to despise you and hate you for going after your dreams and goals. So we're going live on Instagram now. What's going on, Insta? Happy freaking Monday. It's your boy, Coach Chance, and I was just telling Facebook we're going to be talking about the lonely road to success, the lonely road while chasing your dreams and your goals. This is something that everybody needs to hear. Everybody needs to hear that when on a journey, whether that's with fitness or self-discovery or just trying to be a better person, you're going to find out that a lot of people that you would consider friends now really don't want to see you succeed, because at the end of the day, they don't have the guts. They don't have the balls or the guts to put in the work to actually chase their dreams and chase their goals. So they get angry and they're insecure that you're doing it and that they're not. So they're going to project hate and their insecurities on you. So that's what today's episode is going to be about. I'm going to pin the comment here. This is episode 88 on the podcast. Super freaking excited about this one. Episode. Michael, Nancy, what's going on, guys? Happy freaking Monday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Episode 88. I'm titling this one, The Lonely Journey. The Lonely Journey. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be fire. We're gonna pin this comment. And we're still on vacation too. We're here till Thursday. Pin comment, cool. Yeah, guys. So I'm currently in Longboat Key. I'm in my hotel room now, as you guys can see. Well, kind of not really with the background. It's a different background than what I usually post. But yeah, I'm at the beach. The view is absolutely just unbelievable here, and it's cool that I'm able to go live and still serve my clients and still create meal plans and do everything that I do from the beach, which is one of the coolest things, about quitting my job and going all in on myself, in an online business. It's such a rewarding feeling to be able to do that, So we're here today at the beach. I'm going to wait for some more people to drop in. If you guys are just tuning in, tag a friend that needs to hear this live or this podcast. Once again, this live podcast is going to be about the lonely journey. I'm going to be talking about how friends, even some family members in your life, are not going to support your dreams and your goals because their entire life never really made that commitment and investment in themselves. So they project their hate, their insecurities, and their lack of self-confidence on you. And that is projected as a form of hate, a form of, they're not happy for you. And it's a shame that there's people like that out there, but you're going to find as if you're, like I said in my description, whether you're starting your journey, you're currently in your journey, or you have yet to start your journey and you're thinking of starting your journey, you're going to have people in your life that might be close friends, they might be relatives, they might be coworkers, they could be your significant other that just doesn't support your dreams and your goals because they never had the guts to do it themselves. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We got a good animal-based smoothie here. Awesome. All right. So we're going to keep this one short. My girlfriend's texting me. She wants me to go down to the beach. So we're going to get right into things today. I'm going to upload it as a podcast as I usually do. You guys can find that podcast on Spotify, the Apple Podcast app, Google Podcasts, Stitcher. It's on 9 or 10 different platforms. And you can search. You can find it as The Relentless Life with Chance Galloway. I have every episode uploaded there, every single live that I do, just to let you guys know if you're new to this channel or this page or wherever you guys are watching. I upload, I do a live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m., and I upload it on my YouTube channel, on Facebook, on Instagram, and then on my podcast as well, so you guys can listen to that on the podcast as an audio version, or you can also listen to it on Facebook or on Instagram here as a replay. But make sure you guys, if you do watch it on the replay and you're watching on the replay, make sure you guys hashtag replay in the comments so I know you guys got some value from today's message. So we're going to get right into things, guys. We're going to drop the podcast in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on the Relentless Life podcast. It's your boy, Chance Galloway, and I'm super excited to deliver you guys today's message, and that is the lonely road. What do I mean by the lonely road? Well, when we, as fitness people or as dream chasers or goal seekers or whatever you want to call us, people that just want more out of life, relentless life seekers, right? That's what I'm doing with my one-on-one coaching program. We're going to find that a lot of the people in our life aren't going to support what we're doing. When we start to change and revolutionize the way that we go about, our life, and we create changes and we start to transform not only our bodies but our minds, people are going to start to project hate on us. And that hate's going to be coming from things like insecurity, lack of self-confidence, past traumas that didn't allow for, confidence building activities and stuff like that. And those people, those friends, those family members, your boss, your coworkers, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, husband, wife, kids, whoever it is that they're going to project that hate on you. They're going to project that. I don't know why I can't see the how many people are on Instagram here. That's weird. But they're going to project that hate on you guys. And it's something that you need to mentally prepare for. Because I found that after I started my journey, I was not prepared to receive hate. I was not prepared for people to walk out of my life. And this is something I had to learn and realize and be aware of after I started my journey. But I want you guys to understand that if you're somebody who has not currently started their fitness journey, or you haven't started, the journey to seeking happiness or to working a career or a job that you absolutely love and you want to do, but you just can't get out of the job that you're currently in, I need you to understand when you start to implement those changes, people are going to be pissed off. They're going to be jealous. They're going to be insecure because you had the balls to make that change. Like a lot of the guys that sign up and invest into my program, The Relentless Life, and invest into themselves, what they don't realize yet, and they soon will if they haven't already, is that they're going to lose friends when they start to go to the gym consistently, when they start to take care of their health and their mindset, and they're more motivational, and they're making positive posts on Facebook and not bitching about their life and their shitty circumstances. People are going to start to unfriend them because all they want is their negative ass bullshit seeking friends to comment on their shitty life and to bitch back and forth. And that's not what social media is for. Maybe for some people out there, that's what they want it for. But my guys, me, my family, my tribe, my small inner circle, we use Facebook, we use Instagram, we use Marco Polo, we use the podcast, we use all these streams to hype each other up, to hold each other accountable, right? And that's all we have. We have each other, and that is it. Steven, my man, I see you're in here, bro, and you know that now that you're 8 weeks into this program, you're probably, I don't know your circle outside of the Relentless Life and what we have here, but I know when I was younger and I was in college and, when I was in that time and that element, I had people in my life that I didn't exactly relate to, right? And if those people were still kind of around me now, I would be dragged down and I wouldn't be able to experience this feeling and elevate to this next level of where I'm currently at mentally and physically. And those people, if they saw I was doing what I'm doing here, they would start to have hate on me. They would start to get jealous. Why is Chance going after his goals? Why is Chance building his own business? Why is Chance happy in a relationship? Why can't I have that? And because they don't have the guts or the confidence or the support, right? Or the tribe. And that's why I always talk about having a tribe, guys. It's about having a tribe. And that's why we started this community. Because when you have a tribe of similar like-minded people who want similar results and want a similar life, you band together as brothers or as sisters or as a team, and you elevate each other to that next level. And we all want to see each other win. And that's the beautiful part about it, right? So I titled this episode, The Lonely Journey. And while it is lonely, because you're going to lose people in your life currently, if you haven't started your journey yet or you're in the beginning, you're still going to have some stragglers around you, some people from maybe, childhood friends or people from college that you still keep in contact with, or like I said, even family members who claim to be in your circle, but you might not realize they really don't want to see you succeed until you actually start to take those risks. You quit your job, you start a new relationship, you get a new group of friends, and they see that you're trying to make a change, but for the last 30 years, they were miserable and they never did that. I can't tell you guys how many people that, I've met, whether they're family or not, but just even strangers that I've met that are 55 years old or 30 years older than me. And when they find out what I'm doing in my life, that I'm starting an online business, I'm speaking, I'm helping people, I'm happy, they get jealous. They express jealousy through the form of hate or making fun of, or, well, why would you do that? You have a family company to go to. Like, that's stupid. Like, they make these comments, right? These heinous comments that try to drag me down mentally. But I know that I'm too strong for that. I built a strong mentality to withstand the hate from haters. And you guys need to understand that too. So as it is a lonely journey to the top, to be successful, to have the body of your dreams, the mindset of your dreams, to just be happy or to have a great career or have a great husband or wife or partner, you have to understand it is going to be lonely, but it is solely up to you to recruit people that are going to hold you up when you feel like falling down or breaking down. You need to find that tribe. You need to find that group, that community. That community is going to be what you need when you feel lonely. When you're on this journey, it can be lonely. Because, Steven, as you know, bro, what else do you do? We had the conversation about this the other day. You and I both aren't into, the whole party scene and clubbing and going out and drinking. That's not me anymore. My girlfriend, Kate, we don't really do that kind of shit. When we're 25 and 26, we're getting older. We're not 21 anymore. Like we outgrew that. A year or 2 years ago, we outgrew that. And as you and I spoke about this, Steven, you feel the same way, right? So what else do you do other than work, go to the gym, meal prep, and spend time in this community? Nothing, because you see value in this. You see value in going to work, making money, investing that money, maybe buying a home, starting a family. You see value in the fundamentals of life. You see value in the day-to-day actions that are going to take you to the next level. And of course, here, guys, patience is a virtue. You have to have patience on this journey. But the reason why I keep going back to saying it's a lonely journey is because most people, 9 out of 10 people, they don't have the patience nor the desire to stay committed over a long period of time to getting a result that can only be required from a long period of commitment. Having a mentality to say, I'm going to start today and I'm going to still be going in 365 days, or I'm going to still be going in 10 years from now. Like, that takes a lot up here. That takes a lot of mentality to commit to yourself. Like, Steven, bro, we even had a conversation. We converse all the time, and you even told me, I'm here until you have nothing left. Like, until I have nothing left to offer you in this program, which is never going to be. I'm always going to be leveling up this program. I'm always going to be adding on new faces. I'm always going to be adding more to the meal plans, adding more to the fitness plans, more to the guys on Facebook, more to the trainings, more to every aspect of the podcasts are only going to get better. Everything's going to level up in my life because I believe that much in myself. Because I affirm to myself every day that I'm the fucking one to take this community to the next level. My mom's not going to do it. My dad's not going to do it. My girlfriend's not going to do it. My friends aren't going to do it. The few of them that I have, no one's going to do it. My mentor's not going to do it for me. It's solely up to chance to level up my business, to level up my mindset, to level up my physique, to get out of pain. Like, I am at a point to where I can't wait for the day that I wake up out of bed and I'm not grabbing my neck that's chronically tight, or my back, or my stomach, my psoas, right, or my hip. Like, I'm waiting for the day. I've been going through this for 7 years. So I've been forced to develop patience. God literally placed me in a situation to where I had to develop patience over 7 fucking years. Because it's either that or I take the easy road and I kill myself. And that's not what we do here. We don't do that. We're fucking relentless. We do not give up, right? We've all been there. We've all had those moments of self-doubt of, is it even worth it to push through this pain? Like, someone leaves you, your dad walks out in your family, or, your sister dies in a car accident and you're super depressed, or you lose your baby, or like whatever it is. Like, we experience these hard doubts, this amount of pain in life, and we feel like giving up. But it's about understanding that the journey is what it's all about. It's about the journey, not the destination. Having the capacity mentally to push past and embrace that pain and that fear, to know that there's something greater on the other side. There's something greater on the other side. And that's why most people don't have the guts or the courage to stay committed. That's why most people live for the weekend. You guys have to understand this. You have to understand this. I want people in my program that truly want to level up. I don't just want to take on someone that is like, well, yeah, I want to commit to my goals for 30 to 60 days and then get my results and then go back to the old lifestyle that I was living. Well, then you're going to go back to the same body that you had before, right? Like, if you want to lose 10 pounds of body fat and you commit to yourself for 3 months, in the Relentless Life, you commit to a program, to a custom program that I write you, you stay in it, you kick ass. Well, then what happens when those 90 days are up? You're going to go back to how you were and waste the last 90 days of work and momentum and consistency? Or are you going to continue that journey? You just built 3 months, 90 days worth of hard work, ball-breaking work. Like, you have 2 options. You're either all in and this is my new life, or you're all in temporarily and then you backpedal back to where you used to be. Most people don't have the mentality to step into something and to embrace the pain and to say, this is the new me. The old me died long ago. The old me died 90 days ago. I don't know who that old Chance was. I don't know who that old Steven was. That old Kate. I don't know who they were. That's a different person. They died. I'm finding and discovering a new me. That's what you guys have to understand from this video. You have to understand that it's going to be lonely, but you have to find a tribe of people that want to see you win. Because, it really is hard to find good people. I've noticed this in my young life. I've noticed that there's a lot of people you come across, just out in public or really anywhere, It's hard to find people that truly want to see their people win. Most people are selfish. Most people are selfish. And I will say that, to an extent, it is good to be selfish. You have to love yourself first. You got to put change into your own piggy bank first every morning. Every day I wake up, I go through my morning routine, drink my coffee. I'll drink 16 ounces of water, do a cold shower. I'll meditate, do my positive affirmations. I'll move a little bit, do some stretching, some breathing work. I take about an hour and a half minimum every morning for myself. And that's putting change into my piggy bank. You guys need to do the same thing. That could be considered selfish. Like, I'm waking up and I'm investing into myself. But I do that because I know for the next 10 hours throughout my workday, I'm going to be investing into my clients. I'm going to be providing for my clients. For anybody that's paying me, that's investing in me and this program and themselves, you're damn sure that I'm going to be giving every ounce of my energy and effort Monday through Saturday of my time and my energy. Because you're trusting in me to get you results. So I'm going to be showing up for you every day consistently. It's about the momentum. Because once I can get you guys, on a roll and you're making progress and you're taking small steps right forward, you're moving in the same direction, it's going to be so much harder to break that momentum the deeper you get in. Once you get deep into momentum, it's very hard to get out of it. Same principle applies with what I'm doing with the Relentless Life. I went all in about 6 weeks ago. It would have been much easier to break that momentum on week 2 than it was on week 6. Same principle applies in 6 weeks from now. It's going to be much harder to break my momentum at week 12 than it is at week 6. Momentum is everything. Most people don't have what it takes to hold on to momentum. Most people gain momentum and then they lose it because they give in to addiction. They give in to weakness. They give in to pain. And it's because they don't have an inner circle. They don't have an inner tribe. So yes, to summarize today's talk. So yes, the journey is lonely. You're going to find that most people, a lot of people, not most, but a lot of people that may or may not be in your life, that you may not have met yet, or maybe you met in the past, and maybe they're already out of your life, or just people that are in your circle right now, they're not going to want to see you win because they're insecure with themselves and their mindset and their work ethic, and knowing that they don't have the guts to quit their job and to start a new business or to start a new career. They don't have the guts to take a pay cut and go all in as an entrepreneur. They don't have the guts. They don't have the guts to put down the bag of chips and the soda and start eating ground beef and avocado. They don't have the guts to invest in themselves in the Relentless Life program or in another fitness program or in a gym membership or in good quality foods and water. They don't have the guts to do that. And they see you doing that. And they subconsciously are like, why can't I do that? And instead of being inspired by your actions, they shit on your actions and they make fun of you for doing that. And they start to say things like, you know, why are you Chance, why are you changing? Like, what happened to the old you? And then they start to question your character and make you feel like, you know, you're a different person and you're not the same friend and you're a bad friend because you decide to stay home and work and go to the gym and meal prep instead of going and shooting the shit with the boys, you know? Like, you have to understand that most of your friends will not want to see you win because you're taking affirmative action on your dreams and your goals. And that is a major, major red flag in someone that would be considered to be your friend. So start to seek out people that have a similar mindset and a similar mentality, because those people are going to be the ones that will want to see you win in the end. They're going to be the people that hold you up when you feel your most weakest. When you feel your most weakest and you're finding pain in life and finding that there's adversity and there's challenges facing you, you're going to want a strong tribe. You're going to want a strong tribe to go through these challenges with, so that the journey isn't lonely. Because when it's lonely, it's very easy to quit. It's very easy to quit when you don't have a strong network. Even with myself, I find it very easy to want to throw in the towel when I don't have my girlfriend or even my clients at this point. Now I have my clients keeping me motivated. And that is the coolest fucking thing ever, to know that I have clients, badass clients that are crushing their plan, that know my story and know I'm going through this shit, that hold me accountable and say, listen, dude, you got your surgery in another month. You got big things to come. I got my girlfriend or my clients, my mom, right? My dad, people that care about me and support me. And that's what holds me up in times of doubt and times of need. So seek out the people that are going to hold you up when you're at your weakest, and get rid of those toxic people, those insecure people, those people that don't want to see you change. Change is good. Change is scary, but change is good. Change is the only way you're going to take your life currently and get it to a new reality. Get it to a new destination. There's no way you're going to level up, get to that next stage in your life without making a change. Right? We talk about this all the time. If you continue to run that rat race, work that 9 to 5, do the same shit in the gym, you know, go out every Friday, go to the same place, hang out with the same people, you're going to get the same fucking results. You're going to live the same life. That's going to burn you out. That's going to burn. You're going to have zero motive, zero initiative to make a change the deeper you get into that routine. You got to shake shit up, guys. I'm here to tell you, you got to shake shit up a little bit. You got to be relentlessly changing for yourself. Changing is about investing in your mindset, because when you can invest in your mindset, you can see a new future. And when you can see a new future, you're much more likely to take affirmative action today to start to live towards that future, start to live towards those future dreams and those future goals. And then that action is going to manifest, and that consistency is going to ball up into a bunch of momentum. And as we spoke about before, it's much easier to break momentum when you're only a few weeks in. But as you get deeper into momentum, right, as you get more momentum under your belt, it's going to be very difficult to go the other direction, to break that snowball. That snowball is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in their direction of growth, right? So it's much harder to go this way when the snowball is going 57 miles an hour down the hill that way. So that's what you guys have to do. Build the momentum. Seek out good people that are going to support you, that are going to want to see you grow, and are going to want to see you win. And that when you're at your weakest, they're going to give you a hand. They're going to pick you up. They're going to dust you off. And they're going to tell you, keep going that way. Keep moving in the right direction. Keep making changes. Keep being relentless in the pursuit of happiness. And that's what it's about. So at first, the journey might be lonely. You're going to have to cut out the toxic people. But then eventually, you're going to start to recruit people around you because you took the lead. You took lead in your own life. You said, I'm the fucking one. And people that are supposed to be around me are going to naturally attract to my movement and to what I believe in and to what I preach. And you have to trust that. You have to trust in that. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I'm going to read these comments real quick here. What do we got? Just up the trend. You're funny. Consistency. That's what it takes. Absolutely, Steven. Yes, dude, for sure. I don't know about Trent, man. I'm not really big into drugs, anything like that, if you're still in here. But, yeah, dude, honestly, bro, like there's so much you can do to get big, to look good, to feel good without drugs, without steroids. I'm not an advocate for it at all. Now, if you're looking to obviously compete in a show and you're trying to be competitive against, all the other guys or women that are likely taking PEDs, then yes, go for it. But in regards to just being healthy or feeling good in your own skin, guys, you do not need to take steroids. I am an anti-drug person. I'm an animal-based guy. I invest in my nutrition. I invest in my movement, in my mindset with meditation and affirmations and journaling. And that is all I need to feel good, to look good, to be confident, to be strong physically, mentally, emotionally. That's all the shit that really matters, in this life, in the relentless life. Not drugs. We don't do drugs here. We don't need that. He's not left the comment left. Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to address that. I don't know. That's a whole separate discussion. I don't agree with that, obviously. We're holistic here. We pack on weight holistically. We feel good holistically. We're confident holistically. We don't need any form of external force to give us what God has already gifted us with from the day we were born. We're born with every single thing we need in this life. We should never resort to drugs. We should never resort to alcohol or to sex or to anything to try to feel good. And that right there is going to be a different discussion. I'm going to get on here one time and talk about that, the power, the negative effects, and power of drugs, sex, alcohol, shit like that, that corrupts our mind and that turns us into addicts, and that's a huge problem. But anyways, I'm not going to get off topic. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a really good discussion. I'm going to get down to the beach now, go enjoy my day, finish my shake here. And if you guys enjoyed today's episode and you wanted to leave a review, you can do so on the Apple Podcast app. Just type in The Relentless Life with Chance Galloway, scroll all the way down where it says ratings and reviews. Click that tab, and then you guys can go ahead, leave a rating and review, and that helps me get this message to more and more people. So thank you guys so very much for tuning in today. Make sure to remain relentless throughout your week. We have 7 new opportunities starting with today. Happy freaking Monday, Alphas. Thank you for tuning in. Peace, love, much respect. Let's freaking go.